Kandy Times is here with a rock band from Kandy, one of the oldest bands, I think, in Kandy, playing rock. So, Paranoid Earthling. So, the founder is here with us, Mirshad Buckman. He will introduce the rest of the team to us. And so, Mirshad, welcome to Kandy Times, and welcome, guys. So, would you like to first introduce your team to us, the band?
Yeah, so I'm Mirshad. Yeah, I play guitar and I sing.
Right.
This is Kaveen Harsha, and he plays guitar for the band. And Kaveesha, who is the drummer.
Right.
We are one member short. Rial, he's in Colombo at the moment, so he's unable to join us tonight.
Okay. So I see that you have been here in this field from 2001. So would you like to say how you started this? What made you start this band?
Well, I started this back in 2000 actually. That was the time that was like during our O-level period. I mean, we were in school. Me and my previous drummer, Shankar. So both of us and my drummer, the previous drummer, his brother Danushka and Asela. So four of us started this band back in 2001. Right. But we have been planning this and all like within the first 2 years. You know, as kids, we were all motivated and we wanted to start a rock band. So then we just started it. We started rehearsing in the same place. You're doing this interview. Now it's years have gone, but so that's how we started.
What made you start this, Mirshad? Like rock is something that not everybody would want to pursue. I mean, in Sri Lanka, that genre is not something that it has a lot of people would embrace it. So, what made you take the challenge up?
At the time, I mean, I love rock music. So, I mean, from the time I totally got into like rock music, I really wanted to start this band. And even like when I met Shankar, he was more into like the 90s electronic scene. Prodigy, Chemical Brothers, then Crystal Method, you know, like artists like that. And we gelled together and like we all had the same headspace and we wanted to start this band. Right. So it was just what I wanted to do.
Yeah, so you were passionate about it.
Yeah.
So 2 decades down.
And like, I mean, now rock music is a bit quiet.
Yeah.
In this time, there are not many new young bands. But there were waves, right? Like during the early 2000s, there was an entity called Rock Company.
Yeah.
Which organized shows and like a lot of bands got together, did this monthly event. You know, and there was press. I mean, we promoted it and all. And then suddenly it started spreading out there. But now we have different movements. So.
Right. So 2 decades down, y'all are still going on.
Yeah.
So how has that journey been? What have you learned? What are the challenges?
Well, the journey is challenging, but it's been fun. You know, we met so many amazing people. I mean, I met you guys as well in this musical journey, and I mean, yeah, we're just continuing to do what we do.
Would you like to introduce your other team members as well?
Yeah, Kaveesha.
Yeah, I'm Kaveesha. I play drums.
Okay, hi.
I'm Kaveen. I play guitar. I'm really new for the band actually. This
just
is going to
joined us.
Yeah. Oh, right, nice. Newbie.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So actually, these two guys, they were in another rock band from Kandy, like a hard rock band called Silence of Loud.
Okay.
Like what was the years? Like 2014 or 2018.
Right.
At that time, they were having this band here. Actually, they were like I think the only band doing rock music here in Kandy.
Right.
And I met them actually during the pandemic, right? I think, yeah, during the pandemic time, there was supposed to be a gig and I met these guys. And that time I was based in Colombo.
Right.
And then it's
happening.
I mean, like now we're all playing together.
So y'all are not just a rock band. Y'all actually take a message to the people, like socio-economic messages to the people. So how has that been and why did you choose to send a message to the people?
It's just the life you live, right? You see this around you. You see unfairness around you. You see a lot of socio-political issues happening everywhere. And like, I mean, if that gels, you know, that's what you feel. You put it, you can voice it out with your music, in your art,
Right.
in your music.
So you found a way for activism through your music,
I
if
guess
I
so.
say that. Yes. So you have released an album called Illusion Empire.
Yes.
How has that made you feel? How long has it taken for you to do it? And
My gosh,
what were
that
the
took
challenges?
a long time. We were supposed to we're working on it like since 2010,
Right.
I think, and I took up the responsibility of doing this DIY, doing this yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So we tracked drums from one studio, didn't work out. Then we tracked drums again. Then worked on the guitars, and it was I guess it took a long time. I think 10 to 13 years. Because you learn how to do it, you learn how to record, you invest in equipment. It took time, but anyways, we released it in 2023. 7 songs, and we couldn't put the title track, which is called Illusion Empire.
Okay.
So I think after this Indian tour, we'll be working on the next one.
Right.
And that would have that track. And that we've also released EPs and singles throughout that time. So this was like the first full length album.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see another album coming up by
Yes.
all. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now the main event comes to play is the tour that you have for India.
Yes.
It's called Tatakai.
Tatakai.
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit about the process that you all had to go to accomplish this tour, like to go on this logistical and the preparations that you all had to do, and what's this tour about?
Tatakai means fight, right?
Okay.
So that was in a brainstorming session, with the band Nemophilis and Radin Sara.
Okay.
So Nemophilis had got in touch with our manager about a few months ago, or a couple of months ago, with the interest of doing something here. And then, up and down we spoke, and then this idea for this tour came.
Right.
And now all 3 bands are putting in, and we are going to head out from here. So bearing all costs from here, and we're going to take this music out to India.
Right.
And we've been there a couple of times before. The last time we went was around 10 years ago, actually, about 9 years ago. So then the pandemic and all these other things happened, and now here with this lineup, we're going to go and perform and see how things go. Yeah.
So Mirshad, you said that in my previous question, you said that there was a hype in the rock band scenario, and then it went down, but it's slowly picking up
waves,
again.
right? Things go up, they go. It's like a sine wave,
Yeah.
In Game of Thrones, they say, what is the wheel keeps turning, someone comes, someone goes.
So what keeps you going? I mean, most of some of the people would, give up. And
do
would think,
other
okay, we
things,
don't have that kind of stage for us, maybe, especially in Sri Lanka and in Kandy. So what makes you continue this?
The passion, the raw passion for this music.
Okay.
And the belief in what we create.
Right.
So, rain or shine, we do what we do. So.
So that comes to another important question, I think, the money. Yes. I think a lot of people get into acting or music or something like that because of the money that comes in. Yeah. But how do y'all maneuver yourself around that?
Money means we have concerts, we have paid gigs that happen. We charge and we play. And then if you look at this, it's like a business. You have to invest into it for the returns to come. So other means of income is like merchandise, streaming. Streaming doesn't bring out a lot anyways. And we also in the blockchain, on the Web3 platform. It's very new. So basically we invest into this and we take and we grow. It's like a business in that form. If you're doing your own music, that is. I mean, guys, we play. You guys also play, for a living. They do music. I'm like a graphic designer. That's what I do other than music. Okay. But now I've stopped most of it. I'm just focusing full on the band. So
band, yes.
That's how it is, man. It's art and music is a different journey, It's how you take it forward.
So anything for the future that you all have planned?
Well, we're working on 8 new tracks. The next album. That's there, and get ready for more shows. We plan to do more gigs. like the live element. So we plan to perform a lot. So that's the goal here.
How has the people accepted y'all or taken your message? Has it
Good.
improved?
Good. I mean, no, even like we were saying that, there's a drop in the music. It's not that, it's just that it's hard for music like this. Like not many venues that want this kind of music to be played in the first place.
Okay.
So, I mean, we did a workshop series last year, followed by like 3 concerts, but we had to cancel the last. And we did it in Kandy. And we started in Nora Cafe, then we did one in 681.
Okay.
And gradually the crowd started to build, and like there were people who haven't even heard of rock music, came and watched this for the first time, and they're like, wow, they didn't know this kind of stuff exists.
Wow.
So what I like about the younger generation now, they're more accepting than our older generation. Because back in the day, it's rock music, it's loud, I don't like it. It was always like that. Now it's like, the younger kids are amazing, man. That's what makes me so happy after coming to Kandy, because I mean, I was in Colombo for about 15 years, and we moved back in 2021.
Okay.
And I've seen a great change when you see the younger generation here in Kandy, so different than the older guys. And there's a new vibe here, which is amazing.
Right, that's nice. So next question is like, who have been your greatest supporters? Like you just said that the older generation didn't accept rock music that
Not
much.
all, but there were people from the older generation. I didn't say the entire older generation, but like the early way of looking at it was different.
Yeah. So how has your support system been like to go through this? Because I'm sure like not every parent envisions their child to be a rock star.
We rock stars.
So how did you what was your support system like?
Well, we pretty much did it ourselves, and my mother was supportive. She came for concerts, but it was basically, there were a few people here and they really believed in our music. I mean, my neighbor, Jean Arsanakam, the writer, she passed away, right? So, our neighbor, that family really supported what I did.
Okay.
good.
With the noise and all that, I guess.
They don't call it noise. They just say, I love the music. I mean, like now we jam really loudly and they really enjoy this stuff. It's so nice to hear this song and,
Yeah.
So they were very supportive. Like that, there were like small units of people who really believed in what we do.
Yeah, right. So any advice to upcoming bands or, who wants to try this kind of music?
Not just this music, just if you're doing music, do, convey your message out in any form possible. Maybe rock, it may be hip hop, it may be jazz, it may be like a big art piece,
Yeah.
Just be original, that's what I would say, stop, mimicking, or what do you say? I don't know how to say that.
Copying or duplicating something.
Just create new music, and it's not just the artist, the environment around, the venues. I mean, pubs and clubs in this country, they should support more different kinds of music happening. Because if you look at venues, they want this generic form of music.
Yeah.
Because for them, it's all about making money. This music works, it just has to be this.
Right.
But just get a bit more creative. Get different types of artists, and support like new art forms that are coming out. Because those are long and sustainable than the same generic thing.
So any message to the audience as well? Like what y'all are expecting as a band, or how you think Kandy should improve?
Well, I guess Kandy will improve, right? I mean, you've seen it improving. What I would say is, what do you want to say? Do you have anything for the audience? I think
I have nothing to say, man.
you have something to say.
I mean, the best thing is to just open for things, not just close for, as Mirshad said, just it's rock or whatever.
Give an opportunity to everything.
Accept the new stuff, the
Stuff.
new younger generation, what they're doing, That's the best thing that, especially thinking about Kandy, I think the main problem I see is the venues, spaces. There is no space to do new stuff.
Right.
I mean, it's all around the country, but if people can just be more open about what others doing, not just the same thing everywhere, what we can hear.
Yes.
And I think that will motivate others to do new stuff. And you have to see more new stuff to do more new stuff. So I think that will be good thing for like in
So what
Kandy.
you're basically trying to say is there'll be new talent that come up if there is an opportunity given.
Yeah, I
if-
mean, not just don't close your space, you know,
So,
like
yeah.
just let them do whatever they want.
Have an open mind.
Yes.
Yes.
Just don't close your doors.
Right. Exactly.
yeah.
That's a problem we see in
Yeah.
venues now. So that's the very reason I think new music doesn't even go out that easily here.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
everyone sticks into the whole profit motive of stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
And they prefer a specific genre of music, and then they feel
if that
that
music is famous at the time, that's all they want to play.
wanna play. Right. Right.
We've seen that happen everywhere, and I think that has to change.
Mhm.
You know, so I mean, let's see. That's one thing that hasn't.
Any last thoughts, Mirshad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, team players.
So, any last thoughts? You're going to die. Yes? I mean, if you die, yeah. I mean, like for everyone in India, in the next month of June, just get ready for some Paranoid Earthling. That's all I
Okay.
can say. And then we'll be back here and we'll be doing some stuff.
So, but as the next part of this interview, we would like to get their manager as well. And there is a special aspect to this manager. She's also Mirshad's wife. So we would want to know.
We go as part.
Sorry, Mirshad's partner. So let's have a chat with her as well to see what she feels and how they have been able to go through life together to do this, to take this forward.
Okay.
Okay.